All right, welcome everyone. Today is another Thursday, another master class, and today's topic is how to turn a lead into a client. And believe me, a lot of us, we have a lot of leads, and we don't really know how that conversion or the bridge can happen to make them a client. So we're going to take it one step at a time, and hopefully by the end of this master class, you all know what to do. As you know, for those people who were not here before, our accountability calls is on Monday, 8:30 to 9. Then role play from 9 to 9:30. Role play is free for anyone. I'm just surprised why not everybody's joining. One of the reasons here is whether we don't have a discipline to wake up at 9 o'clock or we don't see value in role play. And I'm just having conversation with Farah why role play is important, why knowing the script is important. So if you find 5 people with no script, you're hoping to get at least one of them. But if you know your script, it is going to be much more. So role play, I cannot stop putting enough emphasis on that one. Master classes every Thursday at 10 o'clock. Listen, I have to be more disciplined than all of you. You can decide to join or not to join, prepare or not to prepare. I am the one here every single Thursday at 10 o'clock prepared for this because teaching and helping and mentoring agents is my passion. I love it. And this is my coaching program, Success for Realtors, for those people who think they need help. And some of you know, my coaching program, lead generation and prospecting is my main focus. If you make a lot of money, believe me, a lot of your troubles and problems go away. Set up a system, leveraging automation is my forte, and I help you to see your business, your job as a business, and you act it like a business. It's not a hobby or it's not for fun, or maybe see what I can do. You're wasting your time. So take it very, very serious. Through that training and coaching, I would provide you with some of the programs that I built in the past courses, investment courses, video training, door knocking. Door knocking is very powerful, that course. WhatsApp group, for those of you who are not part of the WhatsApp group, originally we started as Door Knockers WhatsApp group, but it is a WhatsApp group of more than 300 agents. We get together, support, help, and promote good heart. We don't promote our listings, just let you know. And that's free, of course. This is my YouTube channel. Many of you know already, and you go there. Please, please, please subscribe to this channel. That would encourage me to keep putting new things into this YouTube channel. This is all for you. Next week, I'm going to have a special program called How to Win in Any Real Estate Market. I strongly, strongly suggest all of you to join 6-figure conversion model for realtors. Discover the ultimate secret to agents' success. I'm all the time touching a little bit of this system here and there, but I'm going to wrap up everything together next week and tell you how it works. And I hope you will see it and you will believe in it. Today, how to turn a lead into a client. Okay, so this is the understanding of fundamental real estate production. Many times I talked about this one. It is very basic, but it's very powerful. Everything starts from a traffic, then conversion, then fulfillment. This happens in almost any sales job in the world. Traffic, let me get to the next one. Okay, traffic in our world of real estate is coming from, the leads are coming from Facebook, Google, YouTube, anything on social media, LinkedIn, sold sign. One of the things I learned from Craig Proctor was when you sell a product, you sell a house. I'm so much into business, sorry. When you sell a house, you put a sold sign, but should not be that's it. What other things you do, this is what I learned from Craig Proctor, create a rider or a small sign, maybe 1 feet by 2 feet, said, sold, we have more clients for you, and put your number there. And I get calls. When I put that extra, people there with thoughts of selling. They sold, okay, great. How much is it? But also when you emphasize with another additional sign in front yard said, we have more buyers for you, then they will call you. So that's another thing, sold sign. So leverage that sold sign as much as you could. You can create leads, good leads. Open house, door knock, cold call, events. Events is extremely powerful. It has multiple effect. Maybe in a few weeks, I'm going to come back and explain exactly how we can do events and go step by step and how you can. I'm always a fan of leveraging. When you present a way of prospecting, let's say open house, I'm always thinking, is there any other way than sitting inside the house and wait for the clients to walk in to the open house? Let's explore it, whether it's audio, video, or in person. Yes, I do audio as well. I used to do it a lot. But anyways, these are the possibilities that we can use for generating more leads. Craig Proctor, he was using, I think he was having 500 transaction per year, to the point that he was exhausted. You should listen to his story, it's amazing. Events is very powerful, and there are many ways you can juice out from the events. Flyers sometimes work, sometimes doesn't work like anything else. So these are basically in 21st century, we know as a source of leads. And there are many more. I just put whatever I could put here. Referral is one of the best ones. So all of these leads you create, and people here in this masterclass are okay, or some of you are amazing in creating leads. But whatever is the gap is very often in the second part of it. That's where you can convert and turn them to a client. As I always saying, many of agents come say, can we join your team? And if we come to EXP, do you provide us with leads? To which I used to answer yes, but now I stopped saying yes. I said, oh, you want leads. So do you know how to convert them? To this question, they pause, they say, oh, I call them. Okay, do you have a system? Do you use automation? Do you use leveraging? This is another system by itself. It's not only creating traffic, which is a great art to create graphic, even billboards, and it costs you something. But once they come into your basket for conversion, do you know how to convert it? For instance, they said when someone's call you, most of the agents, the leads coming from Facebook, they don't call. I go to them, maybe they call like they receive a Facebook leads last week. They haven't even called. Oh, I'm busy. I don't know how to say. I don't know my script, how to talk to people that came from Facebook. And most of them, they call one time. Maybe if they are sharp and good, call second time and third time. The average contact that you can get hold of someone is anywhere between 8 to 13. Some people say 15, but that's fine. Around that number. So if you give up on the third one or fifth call, or it needs a lot of stamina from you to keep calling. And the bad news here, if you're on the Facebook lead capture, the Facebook is not going to wait for you. Today you got 5 leads, they're going down. You call them, you call them, you call them, you call them, you try to call them a second time. By the third time, you have another 5 to handle, and they're coming one after another. By the time you realize that the first group was called only 3 times, you are swamped, you are busy, and people are not picking up the first time. Sometimes they don't pick up the phone number of the stranger. And that's why you need another system to add to this system called drip campaign, called texting, called emailing, called lead magnet. Utilize lead magnet as much as you could. You know, some of these people that I'm in contact with, they don't respond. And I'm a firm believer of giving content and value. So I email them more than, hi again, this is Ashton. Are you in the market looking for a house? I send them ebook, 5 essential things you should know before you purchase your house that you should watch, or how you can get the best mortgage rate in the market right now. So these are ebooks, all right? So there are many things you have to do all together. So answering those people who come to me and say, do you give me leads? Well, do you know how to convert them? And if I realize they have no system and they have no idea what they're talking about, I said, no, you know what? I don't come to the team because I need I need some agents that are productive and they know exactly what to do. Because I'm a firm believer of teaching and helping for you to fish on yourself, not to feed you with fish. That's the old expression. Okay, let's go to the next slide. So all of this in the conversion basket start from knowing you, like you, trust you. When they click on your Facebook ad, or when they see your sign, there is no relationship there. They attracted by the result they see. Either sold, they're curious of how much you sold it, or they see beautiful pictures, 3 bedrooms available in Oakville, started from 800,000. They click on the hook that you install, you create there. So that's a hook that you have. That's a marketing hook. Dan Kennedy. Read the books from Dan Kennedy. Is most of them is under a series called BS. Amazing, amazing marketer, Dan Kennedy. Anyways, know you, like you, trust you. Now, when it comes to conversion, we are talking about new leads and sphere of influence. A sphere of influence could be also be people in your geographical neighborhood area. So there are emails, texting, video. Video has enormous power that you're underutilized these days. And there are few reasons. One is looks technical, which is not. And if you think it is, then you get your training. And so many people are camera shy. I know Farah is not camera shy. She's doing an amazing job as well. Farshad is amazing with video. So they are using it to its max. And if you send the email or text with video rather than texting, it has more power. You can use WhatsApp. This is what I do. I gather all the people that I know in one group in WhatsApp, and once a month, I send them a good video, educational content, value, 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 value. It's not sell with me, buy with me, sell with me. It's not about me, it's about them. What do I have for them? So you add value to your content and show expertise. When you go there with authority, with no M. If you have problem with your saying M, go to Toastmaster. Toastmasters are everywhere. Toastmaster International. Go become a member of them. It's very, very reasonable price where you can practice your public speaking. All right, Toastmasters. And you go front of them with confidence, with no pause or hesitation, and you talk. When you talk, of course, you should know your homework, your business. When you talk to them, they see the confidence and people, maybe 85% of people, they are looking for a leader. You claim that you are a professional, then show it. People expect to see that. If people see hesitation, you don't know what you're talking about, and you're not sure, then you know what? They open the door for another real estate agents. Okay. So just trying to admit people to come in. There are a lot of people here. All right. So let's go to the next page. So based on knowing you, liking you, and trusting you, step number one, this is what you have to do is make them know you. Means increase your visibility, your presence. So that's why you go to an area for door knocking. You just don't give up one time, you sweep the floor and you go. You have to go back there. Make them know you. Be visible everywhere you go on social media, open houses, community events, networking group, door knocking, etc. That's why I'm not a fan of going far away and do Joe farming because I don't like my farm area. Don't go 1 hour because you have to be there. You have to show your face all the time. Provide value first content. I elaborate on that before. So that's basically talking about providing value as it said. Leverage social proof. Client's testimonial is extremely powerful. We had one of the session in the past that we were talking about how you can get Google testimonial.
Listing
Back
commission.
to the, can you turn off your speaker, please? If you go back to my YouTube channel, you can see it all there. Okay. And consistency is the king. If you are there on Instagram the first day and you disappear, or Facebook, people, they don't recognize you as someone serious. You came, you got excited, you put it, and people have to see you. You have to be front of you, and that's where they see you. Number two, make them like you. That is part of the conversion. Connection and relatability. Once they notice you, they need to feel a connection. Be authentic. Don't fake yourself. I always bring this example when I go to, and my wife is great with connecting with people. She goes to a mall with 100 business cards in her hand. I go there with 100 business cards in my hand, supposed to give it to people. I come back after an hour, I have 101. My wife goes there, all of the 100 business card is gone amazingly. She doesn't fake. She just authentically connect. I don't know how she does it. She's very real. Sometimes she doesn't even give business card. She just connect with people. Conversation doesn't come. That's okay. So she's dealing with humans. Her open house, when people come connect with her, is amazing result. For last 21 year I'm doing, I think I got only 2 leads to open house.
Is she
I'm doing
realtor
it
as
8
well?
years ago, but my wife is amazing. Any question?
Is she realtor as well?
Yes, she is. She is. I asked her to one of these days, one of the Thursday, come and talk to us about how to be authentic and how that can capture people and attract people.
Yeah, that would be
So
great.
she's amazing. The other day she had we used to be with Remax for 17 years before we switched to EXP. She had a Remax pin. We went
Oh,
to a condo apartment, condo lobby. Someone saw the pin and then she opens the conversation. Long story short, we sold their condo. They were slowly thinking of selling. So she got the deal,
that's
which
a
is
good
great. So I'm going to ask her one of these days to come and share with us. All right. So
great.
be authentic. Find common ground when you go, for instance, in a listing presentation or someone's invite you to go and talk to them. If you walk throughout the house and you see something that you can link or connect with it, then start having conversation. But as I said, be authentic and be yourself. People can understand that you're faking it. Tell your story or tell a story. As you pay attention from beginning of this master class for last 20 minutes, how many stories I came up with? I told the story of my wife. I told the story of putting a extra sign in front of your close deal and so on. I'm telling the stories. Stories is very powerful. If information is touching your logic, your brain, stories connect that one to your heart. That's crucial when you go to listing presentation or connecting with people. Even at the door, you door knock, you see the situation at your favor, and then you see the person is holding a baby. Oh, my baby, I remember my baby, I was holding her in my arms, and you know what's happened one day? I did this and that. That's it. Tell the story. There is more connections that you can create there because that's touch the emotions, the feelings, and feelings are very important for sell. Show empathy. Of course, you go there and person is sick, person is worried, wants to upgrade, downgrade, fear, stress. Sometimes I said, I understand your situation. I tell them, you're selling your house. But believe me, I couldn't understand your emotion until the day that a few years ago I sold my house in Mississauga. Then I understood and said, aha, this is what the seller's going to go through. And I had that feeling. So this is again another story. But that story put myself in their shoes and try to connect with them. Be a storyteller. That's very, very powerful. Your life is a story, and your sales script is also a lot of stories there. I don't believe in you go inside, tell your script, and come out. No, you go inside, you connect with people. That's why most of the time I go for listening presentation, I try to go 2 times as much as possible, not 1 time. Unless there is a special situation, I go one shot. Number 3, make them trust you in creating credibility and proof. Demonstrate expertise. Of course, the way you explain the situation, you use it as easy language. Sometimes I tell them, okay, let me step back. I'm using too much of real estate jargon here. Let me tell you what I mean by this and that. And I explain to them, for instance, the sub pump. So is there a sub pump? What is sub pump? And then it's okay, excuse me, forgive my language. Let me step back and explain to you. And I grab a piece of paper and draw them whipping tile, for instance. So that would help them. Be reliable. Always do what you say. Return calls, send info when promised, follow up consistently. If you cannot even do that, just grab the phone, say, listen, I'm working on your quote. Just give me another half an hour, or was busy, but I dedicate from my 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock to do this, whatever. Always, this is one of the biggest complaints that people they have. Communication is missing. And I see that in my relationship with other agents. I send them an offer. I hear nothing from them. I even register it on Broker Bay, and I wait and I wait. I call. They don't pick up the phone. I leave a message. Then 6 hours after, sometimes I even call the manager. Said, "Is this agent left the country? Is there anyone else that's taking care of her business?" And all of a sudden, after half an hour, oh, sorry, I got your. What kind of business is this? It is all communications. So be reliable. Educate, don't push. You go there. 2 weeks ago, see, I'm telling you a story again. 2 weeks ago, I door knocking one street and I put my door hangers, and I came back home and someone called me and said, I got your door hanger, and what do you do? Etc. It was an older gentleman. So I told, okay, so it seems you're planning on selling your house. What is the best time I can drop you for 5 minutes? Just walk through your house, help you with preparing your house, and tell you how much your home is worth. No, just wanted to give you a call and see if you're working in this neighborhood. And so he didn't want me to go to his house. I said, that's fine. And I gave him as much as information as I could. Then he said, okay, let me talk to my wife and I'll call you back. I copied his phone number. He told me his name. I wrote it down. I could easily find where he lives and go and knock at his door. I didn't. I waited. If what I told him would work, he would come back to me. 2 days after he called, say, I talked to my wife. Can we meet? So, okay, sure. What time you want me to come to your house? So, no, my wife is busy at home. Can we go to a Starbucks? Sure. I didn't say no. I said, sure. So I was going very easy with the gentleman because that was his will. I'm here for him. So we met in Starbucks. We created good rapport. I asked him about his background. He asked about my background. I shared things with him. He was doing golfing, so I asked him about golf, etc. Anyways, that rapport, that connections were created. He called me again yesterday. He said, okay, can you come to my home today? I said, sure. So I wrote the address and I'm ready to go see him today. So what I'm trying to say here is you are there for the seller, for instance, or for the buyers. So you have your own agenda, but put this agenda inside the conversation, inside the relationship, and work it out. I'm not pushy real estate agent. I don't want to be that one. The whole mission is not for me, it's for them. My own motto with my wife for more than 21 years here is we serve our clients, God would serve my pocket. So I don't mix them, I don't connect them together. As long as they're happy with me, and if they are happy with this relationship, the relationship would get to referrals, and you're blessed at the end. Social validation, this is the case studies, review, testimonial, and all of those. That's very important. Transparency, of course, you have to be transparent, be upfront about price, timeline. If you want to overprice it, don't overprice it. Like one of my clients said, listen, I can easily list it for 1.8 million. I'm very honest with you, it won't sell. You're going to be disappointed and frustrated. I think your home is worth around 1.6 million, and you like it, take it. We can work together. If you don't like it, that's okay for me. So I don't rush, I don't push. I'm confident in this price, can sell. So I'm not afraid of telling you the truth. So be upfront. You get the deal, you got the deal. You don't get the deal, that's fine. You go for the next one. So your worst enemy is your desperation. Once you're desperate for any deal, you do anything's possible. And that's where all the problems start, including pressure. So from traffic, it goes to conversion. And in conversion, see all of this step, even the prospecting, open house, I can get you a lot of videos about open house, of course, with the help of my wife and other people. Door knocking, that's another chapter. Networking, how to do that. Even putting flyers. With flyers, I used to use Dan Kennedy's approach for marketing. It was amazing. It has a lot of hooks. For instance, the one I told you for ebook, 3 things you should watch before you buy your house. Oh, what is that? What is that? So you raise up the curiosity. People want to go for the ebook. They will click and you get their email address. It has to have a hook. So all of this you see here on the screen, it has a world of information, how to do things that we have to learn. That's why real estate business is not as easy as getting a license, knock at the door, listing the house, buy, collect the money. It's not like that. And that's why I'm a firm believer of treating real estate not as a job or hobby, but as a business. And you have to have a system. Any question for me? Let me stop sharing the screen. Okay, I know all of you, with no exception, have a question. So I can spend another few minutes answering the questions. Do you have any question?
Actually, no, it was straightforward, but the problem is, applying everything we know. It's hard to apply.
That's right. I agree 100%. Okay, this is the way I always put it. Name me a champion, let's say an Olympic, that achieved gold medal or silver or bronze, doesn't matter, who had no coach. Whether we like it or not, coaching is very important with real estate. So if you know any coach, just go and start working with that coach. It might think you think is expensive, but a real coach would dissect things. I don't believe in this is the package. You go to a coaching company, this is the package, this is formula A, B, C, D, and everybody should do the same thing. I don't believe in that. I believe more in mentorship. I open the conversation, okay, what is the forte? What do you do the best? What is the weakness that you have? What do you want to do? And based on that individual personality, we can create a well-molded system that can help that person. Yes, these are all systems, the things that I explained to you, but you have to spend daily on improving, creating, improving, and move with your system. So you cannot put all of this in one day. You cannot have a ebook, you cannot have a drip campaign, you cannot have a lead magnet, but you have to dedicate your days to do one of these tasks. And you can dedicate it if you have a guideline and if you have a blueprint of what to do and kind of assignment. So I'm glad you mentioned that. If you need my help, as I said, I'm not here to sell you nothing. I don't want your money. I don't want you to come to any of the personal training I have here. But I'm a firm believer of having a coach, or most important, a mentor who holds your hand to save you time and get you to your destination. Many of agents, they have no clue what is the goal for the remaining of the year, next 3 months left, and how to do that, and how to come back and say, did I do it? Did I wake up at 6 o'clock morning? What did I do at 6 o'clock morning? Do I know my numbers? Did I achieve anything? I strongly suggest you to set a goal for day and for week. That's it. Don't worry about the year. What are you going to do every single day? Which I think and I hope you do prospecting at least 2 hours a day and for a week. And I hope you can add 4 people to 6 people to your database on the weekly basis. So if you have to have 4 or 6 new person to your database, number 1, do you have a database? Number 2, do you know how to nourish your database? Number 3, go back and divide your days of the week in terms of how you can grab those 4 people or 6 people and you can slice it into every single day. And if by the end of the week you don't have your 4 new leads in your database, you know what? Go back in the field in Saturday, beautiful day, a lot of people home, just get to work. If you don't put the work there, nothing would come to you. That's a surprising truth. And I always, always, always say this. You are the owner of your business and your life. Sorry to say this expression, but no one's going to chew food, and I cannot eat food for you and you get the benefit. You have to do it yourself. The moment that you realize you are on the driving seat, you will be successful. Many agents, they sit on the side and expect things to happen. Nothing going to happen. Okay, I hope you enjoy it. If you have any question, you can always give me a call. My line is always open for you guys. A copy of this is going to eventually be on the YouTube tonight, and we go from there. It was great to have you, and hope to see you Monday for accountability and role play. And next Thursday is going to be a big program for all of us.